Welcome to the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship as Guatemala takes on El Salvador here in Group A play. Years ago, Velásquez on the bench won the Golden Boot in this tournament back in 2021. Doing whatnot, very straightforward this time around. Try here, there's the opening goal for El Salvador. It's Agustín Ruíz. Bounces to the loose ball, puts it home. Really back and forth in the first 3 minutes of this first period. Neither side really settling into expansive. Castro, I think he's going to let the clock run out. He will. Now a last-second shot from Castro, well off target. So at the end of the first period, it is a 1-0 lead for El Salvador. Having trouble getting it across the halfway here. Now they do, and the goal comes to make it 2-0 from Heber Ramos. The pressure from Guatemala almost forcing a turnover and a chance of their own. Finally, Ramos gets it across halfway. Captain switches field. Here's Jose Lem, scored twice yesterday, and Velásquez has to go, chips it. They run out of time. So at the end of 2 periods, a 2-0 lead for El Salvador over Guatemala here in Group A. But Ramos with a goal already. Ramos cuts in, goes for a goal, he has 2! A lightning bolt, and El Salvador has a 3-0 lead. Just cuts in past an overcommitting Christopher Gonzalez. Could be numbers here for El Salvador on a breakout. There's a 4th. That should ice it. On the volley, it's Andersson Castro, who had 2 yesterday, and maybe just put this one on ice. Could be a break here for Guatemala, looking for a first goal, and it bounces off the post. To the keeper, Najera. Halfway through this third period, what an exclamation point for El Salvador. It's Rubén Batres, one of their all-time leading scorers. A bicycle kick as Portillo throws it out. El Salvador looking for another, there it is. You could sense the wind in their sails. Batres got one, now the all-time leading scorer again. By Portillo, flicked on. And another. The first Chilena goal of the day for El Salvador. It belongs to Emerson Cerna, who scored twice yesterday. Guatemala won't find a goal. It finishes 7-0 El Salvador. A dominant showing over Guatemala. They are a perfect 2-0-0 El Salvador in Group A play. And the action continues in Group A of the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. As Costa Rica takes on Mexico. Here, this matchup between Mexico and Costa Rica in the 2025 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. And it was all made a lot more interesting as Macias goes for goal. It's touched down to the bar. From the back. Turn and hit, save made by Macias, rebound loose in front. Is that a penalty? It is. Vulnerable. Right there, big rebound. And then he trips him up. Does he go for power? Does he go for placement? Does Macias gets the right way? It is Agüero, saved by Macias. Whistle. Referee says he left his line and will retake it. Juan Agüero off the bar. Karam off the sand. And a hotly contested first period ends 0-0. And even thinking about a shot here, he's taking a few. Instead clips it ahead. Overhead, bouncing, header, in. They were looking at the referees, Costa Rica, to see what the verdict would be. And the verdict is goal for Hector Acevedo, 1-0 Mexico. And it's in. From distance, Mexico, finally a goalkeeper goal in this competition. Felt it was. That should do it for the period. 2-0 Mexico lead after 2 periods. Game tomorrow comes first. Overhead, just wide. But there was contact there, and now a penalty. Lopez scores. Costa Rica squandered its penalty in the first period. Mexico buries its penalty. Overhead, there's an answer back for Costa Rica. Finally, something in the form of the bicycle by Eddie Jimenez, 3-1 with under 5 to play. Still a long road back, but they took the first step. The final horn and whistle go, and Mexico wins it 3-1 over Costa Rica.